Hello, it is Wednesday, August 1st, 2012 at 11:40 p.m. Central Time. And something interesting is happening here where I live. I'm about right here. And just a little while ago, about an hour and a half ago, we went for a ride and went down the county, or at the bottom of this county, and looking to the southeast, which would be right in this area, there were these strange dark clouds silhouetted against the moon, and they were they were very strange in that they rose up, and it was dark out, so I couldn't really see the shape other than the outline of the cloud silhouetted against the moon. And as time progressed, these things that rose up came back down, and then they rose up again. There was like a main stem that did that, and there was some off to the side. And then when we reached our destination and looked, I mean, you could really see the silhouette of whatever it was. And it kind of looked like smoke, but it looked really inky black. You couldn't, when it went in front of the moon, and it rose up to the height of the moon in the sky, actually covered the moon, you could not see any light through it. So it was extremely dense or opaque, that you couldn't see it through it at all. And I came back and checked the radar here, and the only two things I see that could be something like that is right here and here. And let me zoom in for you. And you can see it's crazy out here tonight. This is, I always forget the name of this town, but it's in Wisconsin. And this is Des Moines. And right here and right here, see these two areas? They kind of rise up. And when I went to Google Earth and looked at them, what I'm getting, I counted the counties down. Here's one and here's the other, and they're both wind farms. Now, how wind farms could produce inky black clouds, I do not know. I would have liked to see it in the daytime to see just, what color they were. But actually the other day too, we had a storm move in. It was just like low clouds, and they were dirty looking. They were like a dirty brown. But you can see here clearly we got turbines. Exactly at that location right here. This is one of those modeled maps that you can't see, but over here it's clear. You can see the silhouettes. And then I'll show you the other one. This is by, get a town name here for you. Well, Dow's, Eagle Grove, Webster City is probably the bigger city. At the intersection of Highway 20 and I think this is other one's an interstate. Yeah, Interstate 35. And then the second one is over here north of Iowa Falls. And again, it's a wind farm. It's actually a really large wind farm. You can kind of see them when they look dotted. You get straight lines, and then there's these little dots where they line them up. And they're going to be putting some in close to me, if the Lord allows it. And if they do, they said it's very important how they line them up. And really it is, because, well, here's something I can show you here. Here's a ruler. If I take, let's move this over this way, like this one here and this one up here, you get a nice straight line. Not quite, but almost. And depending on the direction of the wind, which this is a common wind direction from the southeast going to the northwest, they kind of add to each other. You get all the turbulence from one adding to the turbulence to the other. There's actually some really good shots. I'll put a link to a video that, if it's still out there, that shows the effect of the clouds, of the turbines on the clouds. It's an advertisement for selling wind turbines, but it's an excellent shot. So going back over here, let me zoom back out a little bit, unzoom this. You can see we've had all the trouble we've had in Iowa, or at least in my section of Iowa, has been since they upgraded the Doppler radar in Des Moines. That's when our drought started, right about that same time. And here you can see we have harp rings up in here, these harp edges that show up. So this is coming out of Des Moines, and this is a La something. I'm sorry. And this is Sioux Falls. And here's another strange thing. Well, you can see Sioux Falls is right here. You can see this, it's rotating and it's high frequency. Got high frequency out of here. Up here is Minneapolis. And you can see some of the effects of it right in here. I think Omaha, here's Omaha. And you can see the ring up, the edge of the ring in Omaha here. Yes, it's all over. You got another one here. Then we also have the little green clouds leading in too that you just saw. Sometimes it's better not to have the state lines because you can see clear as these things load. Sometimes it's a benefit to go ahead and just let it load. Here's a stringy thing coming out of Sioux Falls. I need to check if it's in line. Yeah, it's coming right out of the Doppler. I went to try to find it on Google Earth, but someone was messing with my Google Earth that night. But see, if you put a straight edge up to Sioux Falls, this line coming out, and I suspect it's a power line because I found that to be true before, but I can't find it on Google Earth. So let me zoom in so you can see it here. Right here, see it? If you turn on the counties, you can see where it lands on the counties. So it's like right here along the river. The second county over on the border, right here, it intersects right there. Comes down here by this dog leg one right here. So it's in line with that, but I can't find it, so maybe somebody else can. And then we also have our little infamous green waves preceding this storm, which looks like we could be in for a bumpy ride. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know about those dark clouds, and I'll be watching out for more. God bless you. Have a good rest of the night.